I just saw a billboard for a local business, and the thing was monstrous. It must have cost, well, 3 to 5 thousand bucks. I think it was up for a couple of weeks, and it was a great billboard. Tough to read because it had a lot of lines on it. It got me thinking, who's actually looking at billboards nowadays? If you're driving, you're not supposed to be on your phone, and all the passengers that you do have in the vehicle are probably on their phones, so they're not really looking at billboards anymore. And sure, they work. I think if you do a good billboard and you have a clear message and you're going after a certain target and you're reaching them by the message you're trying to portray on the billboard. But man, they're so expensive, and you could take that $3,000 to $5,000 and run Facebook ads on your Facebook page. That would get you so much further. I think it would get you so much more reaction, get you more sales, get you way more reach and focused reach, especially if you do the ads properly. So reconsider when someone approaches you about a billboard. If you have the budget to spend $3,000 to $5,000 and not really track it, then go for it. But I can think of, well, the best way to spend the money is on a Facebook ad. They're so inexpensive and they work so well. So consider that next time you get called for doing a billboard. We went to this new, I guess it's a market, but they also have a pizza place in there with a wood pizza oven that cooks pizza in like 50 seconds or something. Unbelievable. I've never heard about this place before, so it's kind of like a hidden gem in my city. And you know the awesome thing about it? They were so nice. They welcomed me when I came in the door. I was with my friend and he knows them. But still, they just were really caring about the food. The chef came out and make sure we enjoyed our pizza, and it was fantastic. It was really good. And it's a Mediterranean store, so there's some Mediterranean spins on their pizza, I guess. But we had a barbecue chicken and some kind of meat one, but they were really, really good, really fresh. And they were just really nice. One of the owners came over and talked to us for a little while, just exchanged pleasantries. It was really an awesome experience, and that's the kind of feeling you want when you go into a store, is you want to feel that warmth and a connection with somebody, aside from the fact that the product is good. I mean, if the product was so-so, but they were willing to come and chat with us and get to know us a little bit, well, that's going to go a far way in them growing and me coming back as a customer. So the moral is just, what can you add to your business to give a much better experience for your user and make them feel like that was a really good time? Because the opposite is mostly true. When you go into a business, you don't always feel welcome. You're just they're ringing you through on the till. They don't really care who you are. But there needs to be more of that connection of going back to the way things were 100 years ago, when you get to know the grocer. And that's the big thing about beating out online stores and the big businesses. There's so many retail stores closing. We've talked about this before. And one way to beat that is provide that amazing level of connection with people. It's not even service, it's connection. Like, get to really care about who your customers are, really care about where they're coming from, really care about their needs, and about giving them, like, you're giving them something and they're paying you for it. So and they're giving you your money. So think about a way that you can make them feel good about the money you spent, no matter how expensive it is, and connect with them on a level that they'll come back to you and share your story more. That's the way to run a business nowadays. Don't be an order taker. Which is what most stores or businesses locally do. They're just like order takers. No one really cares. I generalize and summarize everyone in one sort of area here, but I mean, I'd be lying if I say it's not true. Like, you see it every single day. So think about how you can be better in your business and connect with your audience more. And that's another beauty of being on social media and using ads, is because you can connect with people long before they even think about your store. You can connect with them by using humor and entertainment. Today we shot with one of my clients. We did tons of fun stuff, like ridiculously fun stuff, just being ridiculous. And it was silly, and they were questioning whether it was good or not. Who cares? Like, they were having fun, we were having fun. The audience will have fun. It's a bit goofy, but the point is you want to see their personalities and get to know them a little bit, and not be so stiff. And then when people come in, they feel like they know you. Like, there was actually someone in the store shopping that we didn't know, and they were just laughing at us, and it was like Funny Friday or whatever, and they were just having fun watching us. So, but they were smiling and they talked about business and just made a really good atmosphere. So be less stiff and connect with your audience, and you can use social to do that, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Even now there's a new one called Byte, I think it is. Whatever social media platforms out there, it's a way for you to connect with people in context of the platform, and it's open for the taking. It's free to use, so you should be using all these platforms to make connections, build relationships, and in the end you're going to make more sales and beat the heck out of Amazon and Wayfair. I always go back to Facebook ads because they're just so inexpensive, they're so effective, and if you have one that doesn't work, you can shut them off in seconds. They're easy to analyze. We just did some retargeting analyzing on this local company. They have an e-commerce platform as well. and we're going to run ads to a person who purchased product A. We're going to send them product B, see if they want to buy product B. For the people that didn't buy product A, we're going to send them a new ad trying to encourage them to buy product A. With Facebook, you can take all the purchases of product A. Facebook will make a lookalike audience, and so they'll look at millions of people and find similar characteristics that are kind of like those people that made purchases already, and then you can tell them to go do an ad to show to those people. So there's so much you can do with retargeting or remarketing, as they say, to reconnect with people and get them to give you money. It's unbelievable how the ads work. It's so inexpensive. I always start at $5 a day. Sometimes we scale. Some of those e-commerce ads were at $5, $10, $40 a day, depending on if they're making money. And the other beauty of it is you can track them right to the day, right to the penny, and you can always be making sure you're making money, and that's the key.